Whole podcast just shut down. Cody almost fell out of his chair.
And I was like, okay, so let's keep it moving and let's figure out how to switch these camera angles.
That shit.
When someone talks, it changes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you click on
that's not going to be annoying. Last week I was here switching everybody. So sometimes it'd be stuck on Andrew when no one else is talking because I got like lost in this side of things. I'm like, oh snap, it's not on Andrew. It's not on my screen. Hey everybody.
Wait, Andrew? Wait, which Andrew?
And Erickson.
Oh no, I don't know him.
She's like, I don't listen to that. I don't know who this is. I'm kidding. No, not. So yeah, you're listening to the A3K Podcast. Actually, you're not listening, you're watching, and my camera's here. Noobs, and yeah, we're gonna go straight into letting you know who's here because I don't have that fancy dancy intro. So we have Cody Baier joining us back here from the other side. Say hello to the fine folks, Cody. All right, there you go. Imagine Cody with nothing to say. Next we have Jahmere. My voice gives me super strength Durham, and apparently he prefers his puns intended. And you can see his fine collection of animes as well. What's that one right there?
Standalone complex, prominently displayed. Good man.
Ah, there you go. Where's your copy of Cat Planet Cuties?
That's in the
Incinerator.
one of these.
Okay, nice. We have JD Banks all the way in Nippon. How's it going, JD?
Hey guys. Good.
All right, and then we have me. I'm not gonna do that mod tired joke because it's tired. I have to get fresh with it. So I have a few jokes I'm gonna work out in this podcast. You let me know if you like them or not. Oh, we already lost a viewer. Damn. Oh wow. So I won't do any jokes, and they came back. So we're going to go in with what you've been dotting. In this section, we kind of tell you what we've been doing. It could be anime, it could not be anime. Preferably, we like it to be anime, but if it's not, and that's enough talking for me. So we will go with you guys are nervous. So it's like the teacher in class. We're gonna pick the person that I think is Jahmere. What have you?
Well, this past week, it's been kind of full for me. I actually figured out that I did one from each. I did a manga, I did an anime, and I did a video game. So I will start with the video game. This week I picked up this lovely contraption known as Smash Bros. 3DS. And I'm not a huge Smash... What? He's got it too! Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, you Smash Bros!
We both have it! Oh, this is great! Alright, so... Gotta give me your friend code, son.
I do. Yeah, we'll do it after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll do it after the podcast.
Why don't you just give it to everybody?
Yeah. I'm not a huge Smash fan, but I found that the 3DS version of this Smash Bros, I have a lot of fun playing it. Like if you haven't picked this up, even if you're not like a huge Smash fan, if you're just like a casual Smash fan, you pick it up. It's a great game. I also started playing the second Persona 4 Arena, the Persona 4 Ultimax, because I want to find out how the story ends. And I like anime fighters. Arc System Works made it, so can't go wrong there, right? Also been playing Shadow. My friend has corrected me many times. It's not plural. It's singular. Shadow of Mordor, the Lord of the Rings game that came out for Xbox One.
Big on killing but not kissing?
Huh?
I said, is that the one that's big on killing and not kissing?
Would assume so.
Are you not familiar with that Goofy article?
It's the one where they show the stealth sequence.
It's the thing on Polygon. It's like got all for some reason about Shadow of Mordor because it's got a lot of killing in it.
The only thing that they showed that was kind of funny about it was that there's a stealth tutorial, and like the stealth tutorial says to kiss your wife, and everybody was like, what the hell is this game about? And it's just it's a stealth. It was like a funny joke in the stealth tutorial. But yeah, that game's great. If you haven't played it yet, you should pick that up. It's for all the systems that are out right now, even PC. But I started reading Takamagahara. It is a
Takamagahara?
Yeah, Takamagahara.
The same thing from Blaze Blue?
Yeah, well, I'm assuming this was made before Blaze Blue, so I mean, yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, like the same. Like I thought you misspoke. It really is called Takamagahara.
No, it's called Takamagahara. Yes, 2 years ago I wouldn't have been able to pronounce that. But yeah, Takamagahara is about a young boy named Yamato who wants to be a manga artist.
The gasp.
A manga about people who want to become manga artists. What is this, Bakuman? No, but he wants to become a manga artist. And his only problem is that he grew up in a family full of boys, and all of his brothers are martial arts fanatics. Like his oldest brother is a champion in mixed martial arts, and all his other brothers do is fight and train and train and fight or whatever. He's the black sheep of the family. They ridicule him on a daily basis because you want to be a manga artist. You can't be a manga artist. You got to be a fighter. You got to unlock the strength within. And one day, he discovers that he has this ability, which is later described as a divine gift, and his divine gift is just nothing but giving him super strength and super speed and super stamina. And he discovers that there's an alternate dimension where there's this school called Takamagahara, where people are trained to hunt down other humans who have awoken their divine gifts, because apparently everybody in the world has one, but not everybody knows how to activate it, and those that do sometimes use it for evil. So you got to train people to go hunt them down and stop them and all that. Cody, I actually think you would have liked the first villain. He was kind of JoJo-esque. Don't start a conversation about JoJo, but he was kind of JoJo-esque. I thought so, but yeah, that's pretty good manga so far. I'm not done with it, but I'm not even caught up. But so far, it seems to be worth reading. And the last thing I was doing is I've been keeping up with Akame ga Kill, which every week is making me more and more. My heart is skipping a beat because I can't wait. Probably in about 3 to 4 weeks' time, the cries of 1 million otaku will flood the streets as they selected their husbandos and waifus, and some of those people ain't gonna make it. So they're gonna be really pissed. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it on Facebook, or some of you that have Facebook. Some people will be like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, so that's pretty much it for me. That's all.
Game of waifus.
That doesn't bring me.
Game of waifus. Damn. No.
So it's kind of a red wedding. Do they have a red festival?
Yes, actually. That's why I laugh so hard. Because some of the game of waifus, I could just see the title with all the women and men in that show just being put up, and you're like, choose wisely.
All right.
But yeah.
So we're gonna go to Cody now. Cody, what have you been dotting?
In the anime front, I finally did something I've been putting off for a while because I'm a dumb face, and I finally caught up with the last 3 episodes of Space Dandy. And that shit was fucking brilliant. Fucking A. That shit went out with a bang. Not as good as Bebop, but few things are. But it's still very, very good. Anime needed a show like that so bad. Oh, it's just so... After watching just all this shit we've been watching for the other side, it was so good to see an anime where you were like, God damn, that was good. I needed a minute after that. I was like... I was filled with good feelings. I have missed those good feelings. It had been a while since I got those good feelings, and I got those good.
Could you say you felt dandy?
Oh, good lord.
And we lost another viewer. Damn it!
Yeah, you just...
So anyway, it was really good. Fucking fantastic. If you haven't watched Space Dandy yet, people, you must hate yourself or you hate good things. It's the only explanation I have. But now you have no excuse. go track it down. If the Blu-rays are coming out, you get the Blu-rays. If not, watch them online. Watch that shit. It's beautiful. And that's really been all the anime I've watched because gaming. Well, first of all, I don't have my JoJo's. Bleach and One Piece every week. Like that's at this point that's inferred that I caught Bleach.
JoJo's was going on for so long, I forgot that it ended for this arc. So I just expect it now.
So unless some huge shit goes down where I'm like, hey, I gotta tell you about this latest chapter of One Piece. Probably One Piece. Bleach is fun, but I doubt it's gonna make me have to say that. I assume I just watched it without me having to say. But the reason I haven't been able to watch much anime is because gaming has come into my life. I finally recently got myself a Wii U. I don't know if you can see the Wii U TV controller, a charger right there. So it's been acting a little weird. I don't know. It's been on the fritz. I'm thinking maybe it might be haunted or something. I don't know. But take a minute to hate me. You can go ahead, take a minute.
Oh boy.
Anyway, yeah, the Wii U, I got Mario Kart and Mario 3DS. That's just been great. I love the Wii U so much. Oh god, Nintendo, I'm your bitch. I have bent over. Insert Mario's dick because I am your bitch. you have claimed me as your property with that Wii U. That's a good ass system.
I got my Wii U for Smash, and then like the day after, they told me I was leaving in November, and I was like, well, Smash will come out before November, and now I'm like, I don't even know.
And it comes out, I think, in December. It says holiday 2015.
Oh, well.
So, pack your Wii U, I guess.
Yeah.
I also got Smash on the 3DS, and I've been playing the ever-loving shit out of that. That's been my days. Smash and draw, sometimes simultaneously. I'm just that good. Smash and draw, smash and draw, smash and draw, sleep, smash and draw. The new Smash is so... This feels like the best Smash yet. All the bullshit that I've hated in Smash is gone. You can't edge hog, you can't chain grab.
Yeah.
Everything feels more satisfying. The hits feel more satisfying. The characters feel balanced in a way that they feel satisfying to use. Like, you feel like you earned a win when you use a character. They buffed the shit out of my main, and now he's ridiculous.
Who is it?
Ganondorf.
Oh, okay. I play Little Mac, so we're kind of the same.
So, I mean, it doesn't even feel like work anymore. Just boot people off the edge and giggle. That's been my online experience. Boot people off the edge and giggle.
Falcon punch.
It's great. I'm loving it. He's ridiculous now. It's fantastic. My win-loss ratio feels like I'm hacking. And that's been what I've been doing. Smash, draw, Mario Kart, smash, draw. Oh, hey, I'm not caught up on Space Dandy. I should catch up on that. Smash, draw.
Funimation treated Space Dandy like a Viking funeral. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but the last episode, they live tweet all their stuff.
Yeah.
But the last episode, they were sending out photos like entire Space Dandy crew watching the last episode.
I saw that, yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah. I was like, whoa, okay.
After he recorded the last episode, like weeks before it ever aired, I forget his name, but the guy that plays Dandy was all emotional. Ian Sinclair, that's it. Yeah, he was like, best role I've ever had. I'm gonna miss you, Dandy, and all that stuff. I was like,
damn.
I got depressed. Like, it's ending? No.
Even the picture they put up was depressing.
But you know what, though? I'm kind of glad it ended. I mean, it had a good run. It had a plentiful run. It was on for a while. We had a nice, good chunk of a quality show. Like, wasn't too short. Didn't overstay its welcome to where it had little fillers. Like, it's just a good, solid chunk of quality. It's like, don't need any more, don't need any less. If I get the Blu-rays, I'll have plenty to watch again. I'm good. And the finale was brilliant. The way so many... I'm not going to spoil for anyone that still has to catch up, but the way it tied so many things together to where you thought they were one-off bits was fucking genius. Especially the end when a certain something is revealed. the God part. But it was so good. It made me feel like this. Like I was watching, like, yeah, okay, that's why I watch anime. Okay, I was starting to forget for a little while, but there we go. That right there.
I'll probably pick it up when it comes out because I haven't seen a single episode of it yet.
You poor son of a bitch.
I haven't.
I've only watched one episode, so I'm looking forward to watching the entire series. But I want to watch the dub though.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch the dub. Yes, you all gotta get on that shit. It's one of the best shows we've gotten in years.
Probably watching that and the Blu-ray Bebop back and forth.
Your Blu-ray may turn to gold if you do that. Be careful though; it might turn to pure gold and it won't work anymore as electronic. But you can sell it and make millions.
PS4 will not eject disc.
I don't want to let it go. Come on, PS4. You'll get it back later. Come on. No.
All right, and we're going to. I'm assuming that was it for you, Cody.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to JD.
Hey. So, of course, I'm reading something. So, I read Zombie Powder. So I have it right here. Zombie Powder.
Yes. Old school Kubo.
That is old school.
Yeah, I know, and I love it though because I'm trying to find out. Okay, where is Ichigo gonna, show up in this? So, and it's really interesting. If you guys aren't aware of Zombie Powder, I've talked about it before, but it's kind of like a Western meets kind of Bleach kind of thing. So you should definitely check it out. It's one of Kubo's earlier works, so it's really awesome. I got it really cheap because there's now manga's everywhere here, so they have an English section at this really big bookstore. It's an outlet section, so I always go down that alley because they have like this kind of manga for like $3 or $4 or $5. So
That's so weird. It's an English translation of Japanese manga. Then they're selling it in Japan.
Yeah.
Gotta get that yen, Cody.
Yeah. I mean, well, in Okinawa, there's so many English speakers, so it's good to have a section of. Actually, in this store, they have like 3 like big aisles of just English books, but some are so expensive, like you just chop off my hand. That's how expensive it is. So.
I really want that English Attack on Titan.
They have the bilingual ones. I have that one actually. So.
That's
bilingual. Japanese. Yeah, it's in Japanese and English, so
it's
really interesting.
Squeeze it into the same speech bubble?
No. Actually, the main bubble has English, and on the side, it actually has the original Japanese. So it's pretty cool. It costs a lot though. It's like $12.
My mind going. I'm losing brain cells.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me here.
Yeah, and then the other thing I read was I don't know if you guys know who Stan Sakai is. He did a manga with Ultimo with Stan Lee.
He was in a Ninja Turtles episode I watched.
Yeah, he's in a lot of Ninja Turtles stuff actually. Yeah, so I love this. This is my first time reading this, a full length one. I've only read like shorts here and there, but. Actually, it's really interesting because everything in it is animals, just like not like Ninja Turtles, but like kind of. If you guys can see, everything is like ninjas and animals and stuff like that. So.
I actually had I had the action figure of Usagi Yojimbo.
Oh, Jimbo, man, that's a throwback.
Yeah, it's about I remember. I think a few years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago, when I went to Comic-Con, they actually had a celebration, and it was celebrating Usagi's like 30th anniversary or something. So it's kind of old now, but this was really good. What?
I think it's still going. I gotta check, but I think it's still going.
Yeah, he hasn't died yet, Stan Sakai. He's still alive doing stuff. But actually, did you know that he was he is Japanese, but he's not really Japanese American per se. He's actually originally born in Kyoto, but he's won so many awards because of this. So I think that anybody that likes to read really good manga or any comics, this is your book right here. This one and Mouse by Art Spiegelman. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mouse, M-A-U-S. I have it somewhere here that's actually signed by Art Spiegelman. So, but I actually did, and I know it's kind of geeky of me, but I actually joined the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, and it's actually against censorship of comic books, manga, anime, books in general, anything really. It's really just against banning books because it has cuss words or it's adult themes or whatever. No, so. I joined it, and that's how I got Mouse by Art Spiegelman for like $50. So it was pretty easy.
I think our librarian in high school may have. I got to tell her about that because she let us read Hellsing she had Hellsing in our high school library, like the original manga, and all the parents were like, "You need to get this out of here." And she was like, "No, let them read." I don't think that's what it was about though. I really don't.
Good woman.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good librarian. Here, sorry.
No, she was awesome. She had that in Gravitation, so she was like, yeah, it was just there. It was like Naruto, all right, Flame of Recca, all right, Bleach, all right, Gravitation, whoa, Hellsing. That was the only ones we had.
That's awesome, actually, because here in even the junior high schools, they have like blackjack and in English actually here, surprisingly, and like different manga from anything really, and so they have like something like manga is like a crime or something, or it's censored in the United States. It kind of sucks because you're just like limiting what you can read, and down the line you can see it like being like, oh, you can't read this, you can't read that, okay, and then down the line it's gonna be you can't read. End. Yeah. So it's really good to support reading because you don't want to be like stupid or anything. So, but yeah, I think that
there's nothing more heinous or even sinister than when someone tries to ban a book or ban any kind of expression of any ideas.
Yeah, I mean, it's like your favorite hamburger. You can't eat it because it has an extra like 5 pounds in it or something. Like, I mean, who cares? Like, if you wanna kill yourself with hamburgers, then do it. If you wanna,
Well, I think of every time I see the black burger.
Oh, the Japanese ones? I've seen it actually. I've seen it.
Have you tried it yet, JD?
No, because I don't eat meat anymore.
Oh man,
I don't like you.
Good on you. Good on you.
Yes, so I joined these two.
John, you're super vegan though. That's not.
Well, I still eat fish though. That's the only thing I actually still eat because I get really tired. So that's the only thing that I still eat. But
Jahmere, you and me are gonna have to get a burger and talk shit about these two. That's what's gonna happen.
Actually, I haven't eaten.
But actually, I dropped a lot of weight actually in the last 2 months because I was tired. So yeah, because I was like at the beginning of this year, I was like almost 160 pounds. I'm only like 5'3", so that's not really good. So now I'm down by like 20 pounds already. So
right, that's awesome.
Really good. Yeah. So.
All right, Cody. I'll go back when training's done. I'm only doing it so that when I go to ship, they'll actually let me ship. After that, I'm gonna eat hamburgers on the plane.
Are you gonna actually kill the cow and make your hamburger out of that?
Yes. To hell with cows. They're stupid and fart.
That's what basic training is. We're gonna have to hunt our own.
But you'd be really surprised because it feels like becoming like more vegetarian. Like I don't eat processed foods that much either anymore. So like my body just feels so much better. I can like keep up with my kids here, and I'm like 10 years older than my kids. So it's just like old ass JD can keep up with you guys. That's saying a lot right there. And then my skin feels better, and I just have a better attitude towards things, and I have more energy. So I like being vegetarian, actually. So, yes. I'm not vegan, though. I'm not vegan, sorry.
Because what it is, when you eat the animals, you take in all of their bad karma. And all of their bad soul.
That's the bad karma. All the shit that's in it. Literally shit that's in it.
And whatever they eat, you now have ingested. And then if the cow has hypertension or glaucoma, you now are going to have glaucoma.
Sean, are you Mayan?
I think about that whenever I cut open some meatloaf.
Are you Mayan, Sean? Do you got that whole I taking yourself and your abilities by eating you thing going on?
Well, this really happens though. But let's call it like I actually have a story with me and Sean, and it has to do with his veganism actually, and a con. We went to Anime Expo. How many years ago did we go to Anime Expo?
Like 2008 or 2009.
Damn, that was a long time ago. But yeah, we went and I was when I first met Sean, I was like, oh here, and I had gone to this tea cake store near my house, this Japanese tea cake store, right? Mochi, and I bought it, and I bought a lot of them. And I was thinking, oh, maybe Sean would like to try mochi, you know? And right when I gave it to me, he goes, oh, does this have like, is it made of milk or something from an animal or something like that? And I'm just like, it has beans in it, and I don't know, maybe. And he's like, oh, then I can't eat it. And I was just like, I just bought this for you.
John's eating habits are hilarious. When you go to a con with him, it's like he bought me a plate of food, and I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then I look at his food, I'm like, Sean, what are you gonna eat? And he's got seeds and water. Would you have like a bag of chips one day and a juice? And he was like, I don't get hungry. I don't get hungry, guys. I don't get hungry.
I want to die.
But you know what? It was so funny because I had already eaten a lot of Japanese tea cakes, and when he said, "Oh, I can't eat it," I was like, "Oh my God, my mom told me not to waste food." I was just like, he's vegan. I just and then we went to like later on we went to Denny's, and I remember it was Sean, me, and Bennu from Anime Genesis.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
And the time it took Sean to order like a burger, and he was asking the lady like interrogation, like, does it have meat? No meat. Okay, what's it made out of? Okay, how do you make it? Is it good? Is it does it come with bread? What kind of bread is it? Is it from person? And I was like, damn, the lady don't even know what's in it. Like, what? Just order something.
What the bread you're gonna put it on?
I think by the time I decided what I wanted, it was just kind of like we were leaving or something like that.
We had to run back because we had an interview with the Crunchyroll, and then you were just, I know you're finally like, yes, I finally can eat something, you know, like that looks like it's meat, you know, so you're saying, all right, you know, your veggie burger or whatever without
something.
Yeah, you did. But it took forever, and then me and Benny were like looking at each other like, shouldn't we be going? And then Benny was like, oh yeah, huh. Well, I gotta stay here and eat or whatever, and then me and Sean were like, run, that damn burger! So yeah, we had an interesting time at Anime Expo that time.
LA, I miss LA. That's like my second favorite place to go.
Me too.
I appreciate burgers. Now I gotta eat a burger. Not only appreciation, just the thought that people live out there not eating them.
Yeah.
Like some kind of great shame.
Or black burgers.
I just watched a news story about abused children. I gotta go call my mother and say thanks for not beating me.
Okay.
Good night,
great shame that makes me appreciate my own life.
Wow, what's going on with that? I go to you, it goes straight to Blackjack. Oh, JD.
Okay. Different places in Hollywood? I'm like, I could just drive here. And like, so yeah, it was pretty funny though, just going around with Sean. And we had skipped, like, I think we spent one day just going around Hollywood and stuff during Anime Expo. And I'm like, I could just drive here. But, you know, Sean couldn't be by himself, so I just like, all right, go here. You know, I could be spending money on manga, but I'm going to go on this tour.
Yeah, Sean's such a loser.
No, but I understand that it was your first time being in LA, so it's, or maybe I don't know. But
I highly recommend if you aren't from these places, especially New York and LA, be a nerdy tourist and go on one of those red bus tours and
drag your friend that can go to it very easily.
Yeah, because you see you can drive around places, but it's a much different experience because I've done both. I've done the tours in both cities, and I have gone, driven myself. And when you're driving, especially when you're driving and you don't know where the hell you're going, you're not sightseeing.
Right.
You're just kind of like, holy crap, I don't want to like make the wrong turn and do what Cody did when he was coming back from New York that one time.
Got lost in the hood.
You want to have fun with all the scammers?
No. I mean that first story you came back with when you were driving down and you.
Oh yeah, well that ended up being fortuitous because it was still the road back and I skipped every toll and I've never been able to get it to do that again and it pisses me off. I fiddle with the settings like, what did you do last time?
Send me to the hood.
It's never sent me. Well, I only went to the hood because of that detour. If it wasn't for that detour, I would never had to go through Murder Alley. But
AKA Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Yeah, right.
Booker T. Washington.
Which is a sad irony.
Yeah.
that Murder Alley would be Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Well, actually, is it really that ironic?
That's what I'm saying. Look what happened to him.
Yeah. So, JD, anything else that you...
Oh, by the way, did anybody watch Gotham?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I didn't.
Have you watched it?
So Jahmere, okay, there's a part on the first episode of Gotham. It's a reboot of Batman series, but it's focused on James Gordon before he becomes the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a part in the first episode where Penguin comes out of the water and he freaking I had laughed at this. I'm gonna say it right now. I know it's hella.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he comes out the water and the old man's like, "What's going on?" And he's
yeah, they do like
that.
some kind of ghost shit where he's in the background and he steps on a twig and the old man looks and he's like, "Oh, what was that?" And then Penguin just walks over and cuts his throat with his fishing knife.
That's not what made me laugh. What made me laugh. Okay, what really made me laugh was when he cut the guy's throat and then grabbed his sandwich out of the tackle box and started eating.
Am I the only one that had the only problem with that scene was that there was blood on the sandwich?
Penguin doesn't care. Penguin was hungry.
I was like,
he's like, I'm killing
blood
with sandwich.
Blood on the sandwich.
His ham tastes like iron.
He had swam for damn near a quarter mile to get to that shore, and by God, he was hungry.
Yeah, but I was like, that guy killed a man for his damn tuna sandwich. Like, okay.
I'm just showing who his character becomes, because like the second episode cracked me up even more than that.
Yeah, it was.
She didn't believe me.
Oh yeah.
I got to kill you.
Prankster. I was like, oh, this guy is fucked over. yeah. But I mean, Gotham's kind of, it's okay. Some lines are just like, okay, yeah, Gordon wouldn't say that. Yeah, Alfred would definitely not say that.
I like Alfred in this.
New Alfred's great.
This Alfred is real. He's like.
I like Alfred, but you see, Alfred has a certain badassism about him. You know, he's kind of badass. He's he raised Bruce, so of course Bruce is badass. So of course, he has to be badass. So I mean, yeah, there's a human element, but I feel like they're just sticking like the whole Bruce Wayne area into the story, and it's like, is it a cop drama? Is it a Batman drama? Like it kind of goes back and forth, and it's just like. And then the time, what's her name? Catwoman is in this, but it's not Catwoman. She's like really young. Catgirl, yeah, okay. Yeah. She looks like the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. So, and I was just thinking, like, isn't she the same age as?
That's what Bruce? I was thinking. How does this work?
Well, she is. She is the same. She is. You mean in the show or in the actual?
She's supposed to be the same age as Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah, and actually later.
He's a little kid in the show.
Yeah, he's a little kid.
Yeah, he's like 10 or 12, and she's like 15.
No, she's like 13, 14. She's young.
I don't believe it.
I thought she looks 15, 16 to me.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah, they probably just.
That's still roughly the same age. When you're like 20s, in your 20s, she's like 23. No, he's like 23. She's like 25, 26.
So instead of being Catwoman, she's a cougar. Okay. All right.
3 years difference. I don't think that's a cougar.
But
They're both in their 20s.
Well, when she hits her 30s, she's still gonna be in his 20s. So, but anyways, I kind of like it. I kind of don't. I like cop stuff and detective stuff, but it just feels different than Batman, you know. And you know, if you ever watched like was it Gotham? Was it News like Sites or something like that? It was focused on Gordon also. That felt like Batman. And it was a younger version of James Gordon before he became commissioner. So I'm like, okay, like that was great. Bryan Cranston did the voice, you know, of Commissioner Gordon before he's commissioner, and that felt like Batman. But this one does not feel like pre-Batman. Like it just, you know, it's just like you need to change some lines here.
They're going for like a cop drama that the average schmuck can feel comfortable with, but with a Batman sprinkling. So it's like, you like Batman, you like Law and Order, here's Batman Law and Order.
Hey, it's on Fox. I just hope it doesn't get canceled after the first season.
Yeah, like Almost Human. Almost Human got canceled. I was so angry about that. Oh my god. So
I didn't. That was not gonna last. I saw one commercial for that. It was on Fox. I was like, this is dead in a week.
Because you have really good actors like Kevin Urban is his name. Keith Urban, not the singer. But
was he the guy from what movie is that? Judge Dredd? Was he in Judge Dredd?
Yeah, he played as the Chin in Judge Dredd. But he's an awesome actor. He did Xena, he did Hercules, he did Born Identity or Born Supremacy, whatever you want. He did Doom, although Doom sucks. And yeah, I followed his career.
Cleopatra 99.
Yeah, Ghost Ship. Yeah. So he's a good actor. He could carry the show. You know, and I loved all the technology stuff. So I'm just like, why did you cancel it after one season? I wanted to see what else happened. So, yeah, I'm on board with you, Jahmere, with the canceling stuff. I don't trust Fox. I never did, but
Fox is assholes.
I was looking at my list of shows that I'm watching this fall, and I would say about 90% of them are on Fox.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, they canceled Axe Cop, and that was doing well. We don't like that it's doing better than, I don't know if it was, but we don't like that it's even competing with Simpsons and Family Guy. They suck our dick. We have to protect them.
I'm over the Simpsons, man. Die already. It's been almost 30 years.
Did any of you see that Simpsons Family Guy episode?
Yeah, I did.
No, because I don't hate myself.
That thing was, I'm not going to lie, it was a little awkward because there was a part in it when, like, that Family Guy, they were straight up telling the Simpsons that, like,
you're not good.
Pretty much saying that, hey, man, it's over. Like, we're done. Yeah. Like, no one's talking about you anymore. And then it was like Peter talking to Homer, but they were using a different type of analogy. Oh, the beer, I think.
It was the beer.
Yeah, they're like comparing Duff beer to.
I'm over Duff.
Yeah, I'm over Duff. You know, it's something that you're a really big fan of when you were this age, but now you maybe occasionally pick it up once in a while, but you're not really this. And then I was just kind of like, holy crap, they're really saying this to them? This is kind of jacked up.
And then they dragged it all together with a 5-minute chicken fight between Homer and Peter.
I knew they were going to do that. Before
of course they were.
Announced, I knew they were going to do that. Fucking predictable shit. Fucking hacks. God. Everyone involved in those two shows is a fucking plague on comedy. They are to comedy what Ebola is to Africa.
You mean what Ebola has been?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right.
Jahmere is the grammar king over here now.
Oh God. Oh, I know exactly how it goes down. I don't even have to watch the damn thing. You got me the analogy there. I know exactly how it goes down. You got the fight between Peter and Homer, but I bet they're buddies in the beginning of it, and they're both stupid together, and I'll bet Marge and Lois commiserate on how dumb their husbands are, and they're going to have each member of the family that links together are going to hang out, so it's going to be Bart and either Chris or Stewie.
It was Stewie.
That was actually my second
They
guess.
they kind of tied it all together. I think the funniest part of that was like the whole the relationship between Meg and Lisa. How Meg was like, I don't matter, and then like Lisa tried to help her find her talent, and it turned out that Meg was a better saxophone player than Lisa was. That was kind of funny. That was
And then, and I like the fact that Bart and Stewie's relationship was that Bart was his badass, and then Stewie's looking up to him. And then when he realized how freaking psycho Stewie was, he was just kind of like, "Hey, dude, what's wrong with you?" Like he kidnaps Nelson and like bounds and gags him, and is like about to torture him. And then Bart's just like, "What the hell are you doing? This is crazy! You're out of your mind." It's actually pretty. I mean,
I'm surprised they let Stewie be a supervillain again. I thought they had just settled on this "he's a baby gay guy" thing they've been doing for some time.
He was good until Nelson came over and did the same things we do with that. That was a funny joke, man. Like when he hit Bart in the stomach, and Stewie's like, "How long has he been doing this to you for?" And Bart's like, "About 25 years." So long you've been knowing the show's been going on, man. He's like 12 years old. He hasn't aged at all.
I mean, I would say if you were ever a fan of The Simpsons, or you were ever a fan of The Family Guy, it was just a nice little trip through nostalgia lane, kind of like, oh, okay, It's cool to kind of see them together, but, you know, it's not going to make me want to watch The Simpsons again.
Yeah.
The conflicting art styles is weird, too, because I saw a screenshot, and it's like Family Guy looks like Family Guy, and Simpsons look like Simpsons.
Yeah, they made a joke about that, too. They said something
about... like they all have jaundice or something like that.
Yeah, jaundice.
Yeah, so I guess we should start talking about anime now. Going to me, I was going to use part of my time to talk about Continuum, but now it kind of seems like it's a little bit too away from anime, though I watch Continuum and it's great. I watch Continuum. I watched Turtle from Mars, the second episode. I'm still into that. Watched Shippuden. And yeah, I read this amazing manga that I read this amazing manga, but I didn't read the manga. I just watched those two shows. I wish I had more to contribute in that respect. But that was weird. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, we're gonna move on, and what we're gonna do right now is I have a game that I want to play with you guys. It's something that I did a while back, and it involves a website. And as a matter of fact, last week I promised that I wanted to get more involved with those of you that are watching us. You can do it and post your results in the comment section of the YouTube page. But I'm going to have you guys do it. And actually, I'm going to do it with you guys and do it for you. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, I bet you guys are like, what's Cody going to do? What's he going to do? All right, so now you present to everyone. You are going to see my screen. You see my screen?
Yes.
All right. This website involves everyone's favorite Anime News Network.
Yeah.
And basically, what this is it's the birthday game on Anime News Network. And the way it works is you plug in the month and date of your birthday and see what anime matches up with you. So I plugged in mine, which is February 17th, and my spirit anime or anime movie is Rurouni Kenshin, the motion picture.
Nice.
So we're going to plug in the panel's birthdays, starting with JD, and see what you get. So what's the date, the month and date of your birthday, and we'll see what anime you get.
Actually, my birthday just passed, so September 28th.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Okay, so September 28th, and let's see, drum roll. What do you think it's gonna be, JD? Just
I think it's gonna be Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. That sounds very specific. So maybe you've done this before. I think it's gonna be Popo-chan.
Can't keep this drum roll up.
All right.
Street Fighter or Sailor Moon.
You get it.
I love that movie. Hey, I love that movie.
You've actually heard of this?
I watched it.
Well, there you go. And yeah, so this is a thing. Takashi Nakamura. What's it about? Since this is an anime film.
Well, if you I don't know if you can click on the picture there. Yeah, that picture. Can you make it bigger?
No, that's as big as it gets.
Well, if you see the little person in the center with the cape and stuff, his name is Palm, and he's trying to take. He has something in his chest. He's trying to take the special orb to a different place, Like there's sections of the world, and some of it's underground, which is kind of these hermits, I guess, live there. And then there's the top ground, and there's one that goes up. There's another place that goes above ground, or above the main place. So they're trying to take this orb to a fictional place, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it kind of reminded me of Ghibli, but it was a little different. It was kind of a lot darker. So I think you can watch it, and if you are a fan of Ghibli or you like kind of like stuff like Anastasia but no romance, then maybe, or that area, that'll be good to watch. It's really different though than the past animations I've watched. So yeah, definitely watch it.
Okay, and just kind of see where this animator comes. What else? Any notable things this person has done?
Akira character design. He did Nausicaa.
Thunder.
Key animation.
Oh.
Peter Pan.
No Boken.
Noble.
No Boken.
All right, so
Robot Carnival is really awesome, actually.
He hasn't really done anything that notable. Oh well,
Nausicaa,
sorry.
The Valley of the Wind.
What? Akira is at
But
the
he
top
was
of the list.
an animation director. What is that?
And character design.
He directed the animation, Sean.
Character design. All right, I'll give him credit. He's awesome. All right, so now we're gonna go to Cody.
Before I give mine, may I just say, Funimation, you know what the fuck to advertise on A&M. Look at that. That is all like, good shit. Well done.
Let's see how far it goes.
Not one crap on there. Good job. My birthday is November 21st, 1985.
Give him the most.
Hey, we're the same age. About. We're both 85. I don't know why. I thought you were older than me.
It's his maturity.
Yes.
All right, and what do you think yours is going to be? JoJo?
Please let it be cool.
You're
All
just
I
like
ask.
JoJo.
Not retarded. That's all I can ask for.
Give him
Watch it be Moe. Watch it be Moe.
I hope it is retarded. It's a person. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe there's an opportunity for it to be two things. All right, so hold on. Let me see something here.
I was about to say, I've never heard of that show.
Yeah, I know.
Meredith McCoy show.
I
Meredith McCoy
think of
show.
one of those Victorian dramas.
Oh, I know. Evangelion. Yeah.
That would be kind of funny.
Actually, no, seriously. Evangelion, the character Ritsu Akagi was born on the same exact day as you.
That makes me physically ill.
So your anime is Transformers.
I'll take it.
Robots.
The original Transformers.
Damn it.
I love Transformers.
I would have
Alright.
cracked up if they had given him Rosen Maiden. I would have lost it. I would have fucking lost it.
Well, I mean, obviously it makes sense. I mean, a manly guy like me and my spirit anime is, Optimus Prime. Come on.
I
man. It makes all
actually
the
think
sense.
this is the 2000 version of it. Because it says
Even better.
so 52 episodes
Oh, never mind that. Well, it's still Optimus Prime, I guess.
originally planned. So you get Transformers. Okay, so now it is Jahmere, what is your birthday?
My birthday is May 13th.
May 13th, that would be 5/13. All right, and boom. Area 88.
I'm Top Gun. I'll take it.
The danger zone.
I'll take Top Gun. And it's the old one too, the good one.
Oh, you know this?
Yeah, we got asked to review it, and I think one of the guys was like, "Well, just review either one," but the only one we could find was the 2000 one, and we were like, "Ain't about that life." No, not wasting my time with that.
Okay.
Well, the objectionable content is significant, so already I'm offended. I don't even need to watch it.
The old one is the
do you know
classic.
anything about it?
I think it's about I forgot the main character's name, but he's he goes out with his friend one night. At his friend's behest, he was like, "Come out with me. We got to go drinking." And they go out drinking, and his friend poisons his drink. And the next thing he knows, he wakes up in a desert area, a desert war zone, and the people inform him that he has to fly planes for them, like fighter jets for them, and kill whoever they're fighting, or he can't go back home. He's pretty much a prisoner that helps these people fight, and he has to find a way to get out of his situation.
Okay, so pretty much Top Gun.
Well,
I'm joking.
Tom Cruise being forced.
Top Gun under duress.
Yeah. You
You gotta forgive me. I don't think I've ever watched Top Gun.
You can't go home unless you jump in this plane and kill people.
Nice.
Don't play the video game
because you're going to them. Yeah. And we actually have one from someone watching us live, Abyss 1992. And
It's Devin Wolf.
Devin Wolf.
Devin
Cody's
Wolf.
friend.
June 12th.
July
gonna be
12th, actually. So let's go and
July
see
12th, sorry.
7/12.
Nothing will surprise me.
And
Nothing will surprise me.
Apple Pause.
Wow. That is awesome, actually.
It was better than It was so much better than I thought. I can't make this shit up.
I'm done.
Oh my god.
I'm done. I'm done. I can't do
Hey,
it.
Cody has left the building.
Oh god.
It's too.
Oh man.
You might want to let me in
Oh.
on the joke. I didn't think that was a bad anime.
No, it's no.
Sean, you know this guy, Devin Wolf. It is Pet Shop of Horrors.
Uh,
Come
Oh,
so, yeah, Devin Wolf, do you have anything to say? Because they're just laughing at you here.
that was the best thing on
I can't top that. Leave the podcast. Nothing I say is gonna follow that. That reveal, that sudden reveal.
that was great.
And if you're just joining us, two people have just jumped on. If you have a birthday and you're not like sent from the heavens, let us know what your birthday is, and we'll plug it into this game and see what your spirit animal is.
Can I put in Mike's?
Yeah, definitely. What is Mike's? The more the merrier.
Mike's birth. I'm just really curious at this point. Mike's birthday is August the 28th.
August the 28th. So that would be 8/8.
If this might be funnier than dead.
All right. So what do you guys think it might be?
I got a feeling I think it might be Moe, but that's what I'm hoping for. But I don't really know.
All right. Let's see. 8/28 and
Vision of Escaflowne.
Not as funny.
It's Robot Carnival. God.
Robot Carnival. That one, I like that one actually.
Oh, and do us the honors. What's that one about?
They're different stories actually, from different artists and directors and stuff. So and it's obviously sci-fi. So that have to do with robots. But I can't really tell you exactly what goes on in each one of them because I just give away spoilers. So yeah, it's just different stories in them.
That's not what I was hoping for.
Okay.
Next up.
Alright, so do we have any other birthdays you want to plug in, or are we
My
good with
brother's.
I
My brother.
this? Okay,
My brother was January 3rd.
January 3rd. And if you ever watched your same sidekick, is that brother or somebody else?
Mr. Sidekick from
Mr.
Kuso, yes.
Sidekick from Kuso. Okay, what did you say was January?
3rd.
I think it's Final Fantasy.
Oh, this is gonna be an old one, I think, maybe. Oh.
Cowboy Bebop! Oh my god! Take that!
You are related to somebody that has Cowboy Bebop as their spirit
That's not
anime.
fair.
Oh.
He's got Cowboy Bebop, I got Transformers. We have got some powerful genes.
Some bullshit.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, no,
Stop-
I gotta
stop
see more. I gotta see more.
Mine was Rurouni Kenshin, the movie.
Let's see more. Wait, I gotta see what Leanne's is. I gotta
plug
see what
in
Leanne's is.
Alright, what is it?
Oh my god, April 24th.
April
Oh, you
24th.
remember. Good
So
job. Good job, Cody.
that
Good boyfriend.
is 4, 1, 2, 3.
Honestly, this is gonna make me look like an idiot, but the
Continue.
way that I helped myself remember was that she's a couple days after 420.
Hey, you do what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do.
Tetsuya. I
Oh.
24th. You got it wrong. It's
I'm a
20.
lost star. What?
Fuck.
I want to be in your friends and family.
Well, no, I want to take it, but you did put it in wrong. I said the 24th.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. Watch
Yeah.
it be Dead
Tetsuya.
Magic Full Metal
Tetsuya.
Alchemist.
Watch it be Black Lagoon.
Honey, I just called to tell you I love you even more.
Memories. Go back to the other
Oh,
one.
that
What's
one's
the kind
awesome. I love that one. This is a
What's it
really
about,
good
JC?
one. It's has 3 stories in it. It has 3 stories in it. Again. And they're all sci-fi.
The real one was
They're all
out.
sci-fi. They are awesome though. They are so awesome. You
Is
should
it one?
watch it.
Is it one by Satoshi Kon?
Yeah, one of the stories I think has Satoshi Kon in it, and then someone from Akira, the main director from Akira, and then one more. Awesome. I love that. I love memories.
I want to plug in one last one. My mother's birthday.
Oh, your mom's a big
Your
anime
mama's
fan,
birthday.
so-
Yeah,
So-
she's a big anime fan.
All right, what is it?
It is May the 28th.
May 28th.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right, let's go and see.
What do you got, Mom?
I bet it's Cardcaptor Sakura or
Blue.
Nintendo.
What's this one about, JD?
Blue Sonnet.
Uh-oh. She's stumped.
Oh, we
I'm
stumped
stumped.
JD. We
Yes.
stumped JD.
I'll just read the plot summary. Sonnet is a cyborg. I was like.
Objectionable content in
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm gonna check it is your last chance to tell us your birthday before we move on to.
What about
God knows what.
February 11th?
What's that?
That was the day the first episode of the 2 Game Podcast went live.
All right, so let's see.
I want to do that. February 11th.
Way back in 2009.
Maybe Cardcaptor Sakura.
It would be funny.
What is it? February 11th.
February 11th.
Hikaru no Go.
Saber
Marionette.
again.
Bitch. Mike will get a kick out of that.
That should be the second. That should be the sequel of most of these shows. Again.
No, that is actually a joke for many different reasons. There's so many Saber Marionette J's.
Hold on, I'm gonna find out when Kuso went up because I can find out.
Look at this. Saber Marionette J to X is the next one. Objectionable content mild. Somebody needs to be fired for that.
All right. So, oh, you gonna look up when Kuso went up?
Yeah. June 10th.
June 10th. Okay, so let's see. June 10th. 6:10.
Night shift.
What the hell?
I'm done. Oh, Lord.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's not about
Well, While I'm on here, I think I can
Wow.
find my co-host's birthdays here. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, I got this. It's a shame that this isn't what the next one is, because I want to see what Max Vader's is, and if this isn't a hentai, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Compared to Night Shift Nurses, I'll take Saber Marionette.
January 21st.
What's this?
Max Vader's birthday.
John, you also got to put up the day the site went live.
Okay, if I remember that.
King of
Okay.
Fighters?
I think that was the first.
Digicarrot?
121.
Please let it be Digicarrot.
For Max, that would be funny. Oh, Blue Submarine.
Oh.
It's alright.
I think he'll
The
take
Island of Dr. Moreau.
Okay.
I was kind of a little sad that his spirit anime isn't Night Shift Nurses, because that'd be too perfect.
That would be funny.
And hold on, let me get Andrew Erickson's.
Max says Max himself. You call, what is he asleep right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call him and wake him up. You'd be like, "Hey man, your spirit anime is Night Shift Nurses."
You can say, "What are you talking about? Leave me alone."
All right, my other co-host Andrew Erickson. His birthday is March 20th.
320, loser. Sucker Diaries.
Holy crap! This is an anime that time forgot.
Oh, that.
Who made this?
Even I know what that's about.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I remember this.
If I remember correctly, it's this college student. It's caught up in like this love triangle between two women who try to help him study. I might be wrong, but it's
borderline porn. If I remember correctly. Borderline porn.
The porn?
Isn't it borderline porn?
Softcore?
Yeah.
Oh, objectionable content, intense. Yeah, I guess so.
No, I remember this being practically.
That's intense.
Yeah, right under the blue text above the plot summary.
Oh wow.
But you can't trust A&M with those because one of the Pokemon movies says objectionable content intense, and I was like, okay.
Pokemon?
Yeah, one of the movies, the objectionable content was intense. I don't know. There's too many.
What, you mean A&N messed something up?
Yeah.
No.
What about the date the site went live, Sean? What about the...
All right. So
Like
the day the site went live, I think I purposely launched the site on January 1st. So let's check that out. That would be 111, right? That'd be 11. Or 10. Would that be 11 or 101?
You said January 1st, so that'd be 001, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think the zero matters. So let's try 11.
In Brothers, you did 1-3, so I guess you do 1-1.
All right, boom.
Naruto.
So, Akira is Anime 3000. This is our spirit anime, the whole network spirit anime.
So our spirit anime is a giant deformed baby?
I can feel pain inside me.
It's an anime that's...
Apes and deformed mutants is our spirit anime. That seems about right.
And psychic powers.
We are one.
I'm curious, what is the stoner anime?
420? Dead Leaves?
Please let it be a slice of life.
What?
Najica Blitz Tactics? Oh, get that shit out of here.
More like getting blitz.
That is the most... I've seen that show, and it's just panty shot, the anime. It's nothing but panty shots. Objectionable content significant, I'll say.
Let's see what the Christmas anime is.
Love being a Christmas special. Boken.
Merry Christmas. Try pronouncing that.
JD.
Oh, wow, 1967?
Oh, never mind.
JD.
JD.
You have to scroll up because I can't see it.
Oh, there you go.
Boken Gobo Tenjima. Something Island. Adventure of the Gobiton Island.
Well,
39 episodes long. Must not have been that mystery. I bet you've been adventure.
The never-ending adventure.
That's hot. I mean, cute.
All right, so I guess that does it for this one. It was fun while it lasted, and yeah, and it didn't last that long. So right now what we're going to do is we are going to go over some news. I actually have some news that I wanted to discuss, but before I do that, do you guys have anything that you saw in your travels?
I do.
The last one? All right. You have your hand raised. Yes, sir?
I do. So something happened yesterday, because this is Sunday morning on the East Coast. And Cody, Sean, I don't know if you were aware of this. JD, you're in Japan, so I don't think this has affected you that much. But today marked the last day of Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah, I heard about that on Red Eye.
Like for the first time in 50 years, kids all over the world got their Cocoa Puffs or whatever cereal they eat, and they sat in front of the TV, and they turned it on, and there were no cartoons. All right? I was sickened. I didn't know that it happened until a friend pointed it out to me, because apparently what happened was the last holdout of Saturday morning cartoons where we live, Sean, was the CW. All right? And they showed Vortex. And Vortex had Dragon Ball Z Kai, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sonic X, a couple other things. They were English dubbed. Yeah, they were. Yeah, it used to be Foxbox. Yeah, they were English dubbed, and kids turned on Vortex today and found that they were watching a programming block called One Magnificent Morning, which is nothing but live-action programming that teaches kids safety and how to cook and avoiding strangers and all that bullshit. So I thought. I don't really know what to say. Like, you gotta think about that, man. Like, especially like when we were kids growing up, Saturday morning cartoons were like a ritual, and still were for a lot of a lot of kids, man. Like, you can quote lines from different TV shows that you watch as a child growing up.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Like on the Air Force base that I grew up on, it was Captain Planet, it was Darkwing Duck. It was DuckTales. It was Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
You remember Bill and Ted? You remember Chip and Peppers?
No. Wait, what?
That's dating myself.
Yeah. And then when I moved to the States, they had the ABC morning run with Recess, Doug, Pepper Ann, yeah.
Pepper Ann, we took for 7th grade.
Someone watching Black Bullet?
Yeah. What?
Started singing the Pepper Ann theme.
No, wow, I see what you did there. So, yeah, I was really devastated. Like, I was like, wow, man, you mean like some kid in the Philippines isn't gonna get to watch Darkwing Duck anymore? That sucks, man. Like,
well, you know what though? Because like I said, I already heard this discussion on TV, and it was pretty much put pretty well there. You don't need them anymore. You have 24-hour cartoons on Cartoon Network. You got stuff on Nickelodeon. You got the Disney Channel. You don't need Saturday morning cartoons anymore. You had Saturday morning cartoons back when we were growing up because you didn't have Cartoon Network. You didn't have whole channels of kids cartoons.
The kids need to stop blaming NBC, CBS, Fox, and all these other channels and start blaming their parents for not getting cable.
Well, what they said was the reason why all across all the Saturday morning blocks, right? If you notice, like, there's been a trend with Saturday morning blocks. Like, you remember Toon Disney?
Yeah.
The channel? Yeah, that's gone. All of ABC's cartoon programming was gone due to low ratings, except for Recess. I think stayed the test of time. When are we going to get our DVD box set of the series, you cheap bastard? But anyway, we don't have the CW. We don't have the CW anymore because the streaming, like you guys said, the ratings are going down because people can stream their shows now, especially since Cartoon Network is just like unleashing all of their shows to Netflix for streaming. I was on there yesterday just randomly looking at stuff, and they have all of Dexter's Lab, and I was tempted for a second to just watch 2 straight hours of Dexter's Lab, but then I remembered that I like games better, so I decided to play games. But when you have stuff that you can stream and it's easier to watch and you don't have to wait for your favorite show to come on, and also the FCC which apparently demands that there's at least, when these blocks are on, there's at least like 1 to 3 hours of educational programming per week. Like on each station, and I guess anymore, that's without warning, like exactly what the Fox box did. Fox box went off, and then like 2 years later, Vortex is the Fox box. Now Vortex didn't even last. It was 4 kids. Yeah, no, it was something else. CW had like 3 blocks, and they all died. So I was kind of sad about that, man. I'm like, shit, no more Saturday morning cartoons. That's fucked up.
But I think that's more nostalgic for us because we grew up in a time when there's no internet. You could barely learn how to record something, even if it was just VCR, and it wasn't at your fingertips. So of course, like this kind of thing is really sad for part of our childhoods to die like that, and then the younger generation doesn't really get to really experience that feeling anymore. So it's understandable, but it's also, I think I'm with Cody where it says it's not really needed so much anymore. So
for me, I'm like, you know what? Let it die because it is a symbol of something greater. We don't need to be a slave to some block at an arbitrary morning where we have to get up at an ungodly hour to watch the shows that we want, making sure that we have to get our cereal at the right time because you don't want to miss a moment because you have no control. Now you have control. You have all the control. When do you want to watch cartoons? No, you can watch them. Do you want to watch them now or later? Watch them now or later. You are no longer beholden to some arbitrary schedule set by a man who doesn't know what he's doing while you hope and pray that your favorite show doesn't get canceled, not because of ratings, but because of some executive that just happens to not like it. No, now...
Are you talking about Snyder?
We have the freedom. That's the Saturday morning. This is a new age. The people's age. The age of streaming. The age of cable, the age where the audience controls it all. We are the gods.
I had the urge to scream out the age of gargoyles for damn near 2 minutes.
Yeah, no. I had the urge to put some like Shakespearean clothing or something on Cody.
Park.
And just have a little curtain open like this, and then
Come and listen to. I think he was channeling his anger over Snyder, the old guy that used to run the Cartoon Network programming block that got rid of Toonami like 3 years ago.
Rob Snyder.
Yeah.
Get guppies.
We are the gods, ladies and gentlemen. We are the gods. Saturday morning, we are no longer beholden to your oppressive regime. Freedom, ladies and gentlemen. Freedom.
Or she do it like Boondocks does, where they made BET like just a bunch of like black people that were like crazy looking, like I will rule the world by taking away programming. Okay, BET. Okay.
We hold the power now, people. And
Yes.
the death of Saturday morning is like the symbolic. It is the sign that we are in this age now. It's a beautiful time.
Wait. We should get a bottle of water and like pour it and like for the homies, like Saturday morning cartoons.
If it was Saturday morning, wouldn't it be like a bottle of milk?
Oh yeah, huh? With the cereal in it too, like Lucky Charms raining down with it.
like a funeral dirge after these messages.
Or not.
Never back.
Pour it out for all my Saturday morning cartoon homies. It's Alvin and the Chipmunks, Smurfs.
Little Sonic the Hedgehog, a little Wild West
Dragon Ball
Cowboys
Z.
of Mesa.
Darkwing Duck.
I might be the only one that remembers that show.
Which one was it?
Wild West Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
Yeah, that's all you, man.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Shit.
Street Sharks was mine. You guys remember Street Sharks?
Yeah, I remember Street Sharks.
Yeah.
That was out around the same time as Battletoads, right?
Back when
Oh yeah, that game was hard too.
back when cartoons didn't need plot.
They find the Street Sharks. They're gonna kick some serious fin.
It was Street Sharks and Biker Mice.
Hiker Mice from Mars.
Yeah, SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cats.
Son of a bitch.
That shit was.
Do you remember?
SWAT Cats was hardcore. SWAT Cats got canceled because it was too violent. That's all you need to know.
Fighter jets with cats in them, too violent.
Do you remember Cops?
Cops the cartoon. I do remember Cops the cartoon.
Oh, Cops had a cartoon?
No, they're like cops from the future, and they had like the most awesome toys for it. Like I used to always I blow all my report card money on it. It was pretty dope.
Anybody see the Double Dragon cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I
the
love
might
that.
of the dragon. We're so old.
I remember I was actually the cartoon because they made a fighting game of Double Dragon, and they used the characters from the cartoon. So I didn't know who any of these people were, and then I found out there was a cartoon.
Oh, they re-released it actually, the Double Dragons game on Xbox and PS3 or 4, and yeah, it's awesome though. I played it. I was like, oh man, the last guy's hard though, but you have to get through a secret thing that gets extra stuff. But it's awesome. It's so
No,
great.
I'm not talking about regular Double Dragon. It was a fighting game like Street Fighter, but it was Double Dragon, and it had characters that were all from the cartoons.
Oh, kind of like how they did with Ninja Turtles, the Turtles in Time video game?
Yeah, the Tournament Fighters, yeah. It was like that, and I found it was like... I was like, who are these characters? Shadow Master looks different than I remember. And then I found out about the cartoon. I was like, that's where they're all from.
Shadow Master's top tier.
Well, he was the boss, so probably.
So I guess the long story short is Saturday morning cartoons are dead. So if you were one of the last holdouts watching cartoons on Saturday morning, not on DVR, just waking up at the butt crack of dawn and saying, hey, I'm going to watch these shows, and now it's gone and you don't know what to do with yourself, I'm so sorry. Get Netflix. Get cable. Get internet. You don't even have to get cable. Just get internet.
That added
computer.
All I have to say to the death of Saturday morning cartoons is, the king is dead. Long
live the king. Brother, please help me.
So, speaking of the death of one cartoon and the birth of another cartoon, we have the fall season, and by this time, I did it. We have the fall season is rotting in a corpse, rotting in a grave. What is it?
Rotting in the ground.
Rotting in the ground. And if you haven't already listened to the other side featuring Cody Baier, Andrew Erickson, Max Vader, and Jahmere Durham, they go over all of the new offerings for this season. And we're not going to do that again, but we will kind of let you know, since it is news, what has been announced for the Crunchyroll and Funimation, because they have announced new shows that are out on there. So now you can kind of see where you can go and get them. So I'm getting this news off of Crunchyroll. Maybe I should probably share my screen. That probably would be good. Probably good. Probably be good. Probably be good.
Oh my God, no.
Well, Funimation announces fall simulcast, and
Can I just say, I said earlier, Space Dandy reminded me why I watch anime, and that image made me forget again.
Yeah, so Twin Tails, that's the Twin Tails one you were talking about. Gonna be the Twin Tails. That's coming up pretty soon. We have In Search of Lost Future, which looks like, looking at it, it reminds me of what is
anime
it?
Ever?
It kind of reminds me of Madoka Magica without them being magical girls. Just the way it's the composition of the shot. No? Just me? All right, just me, I guess. And then you have this one here, which looks like a winner.
My God!
I said this on the other side. You know a show is crap when its promotional picture is a girl in zero gravity smiling at you.
Oh, we forgot it with no nose.
No nose, yes, yeah.
So.
And what do we have here?
Then next we have Garo.
This one looks like you might like it if you just like people that are animated by the Japanese fighting each other. 'Cause that's pretty much what this is.
It's the same studio that made Terran Resonance and Kids on the Slope.
Well, at least it'll look good.
So that's a thing.
That's a pro.
And it's directed by Watanabe. Shinichiro Watanabe. And here's Orange Afro, also called Rage of Bahamut.
Yeah, man, that's the best show of the new season, just for that afro. Can't have a bad show with an afro.
And here's
Awesome.
Dragonfire, the anime, also called Laughing Under the Clouds. It looks like those what is those shows, the Bako Monogatari Watamona Makatamachi shows that they have every single season.
That's the one that we said on the other side would be cool if it wasn't set in feudal Japan or Meiji era Japan, whatever the hell.
Then you have Lord Marksman and Vandus, which is looks like Final Fantasy.
It's ecchi harem.
Ecchi harem.
Yeah,
it's ecchi
babes, blades, blood, and beauty. Okay, anytime you have that much alliteration, you definitely know that it is.
Babes, butts, and burgers. That was actually a tagline for an anime.
Oh, it's from the director of Bodacious Space Pirates and Martian Successor Madagascar.
Now you know why we put the episode titles on the other side.
Well, Martian's successor to Desco wasn't that bad. Bodacious, no.
According to the box cover, Martin's successor Nadesco was the #1 anime of the '90s. But you know, you
For
can't
that
really.
catchy ass theme song. You get the burn.
How's that go again, Jahmere?
I'm not singing that.
So now Crunchyroll has their fall lineup. Of course, you have shows that are coming back, and you have your Akame Good Kill, which Jahmere is watching. But then you have your new shows: Celestial Method, Cross, Ange, Rondo of Angel Robots, and whatever.
Fate Stay Night started last night. My friend was here with me, and we were looking through Crunchyroll, and she said, "Oh, a new Fate Stay Night." I was like, No. It's a reboot of the original Fate Stay Night. And she looked at me and said, "Why?" And I said, "I don't know."
Because money.
Just why? Yeah, like, why make a remake of something that's already been made and it has a sequel? There's no point.
So we have a anime called I Can't Understand What My Husband ... I'm sure there's more to it, but do you really care? And
No, it has to do with the
we-
meat.
Well, we gave that one props, didn't we, Cody?
because they're husband and wife, but her husband's a NEET.
Well, the idea is it's like an otaku and his wife, and we gave her props. Like, at least they're adults and they're married, and it's like a slice of life comedy thing. It doesn't look good, but it's, again, props for it not being about high schoolers or fucking like an otaku in high school getting the hot chick or some wish fulfillment shit. I mean, it's still kind of wish fulfillment, but again, they're married adults, which is fucking rare in anime.
Everybody has this problem in real life. You're an otaku who wants to watch anime in the comfort of your own home, but your wife actually wants to get out and be a married couple. Oh, what will he do? What will he do?
The opposite for me. I want to stay home and watch and read
Just do
stuff.
what I do. Get another nerd and sit inside all day and watch anime together. It's easier that way.
Holy
We do
crap!
that sometimes. All of the memories and Robot Carnival and Satoshi Kon movies and stuff we watch together. So at least that.
There are 646 episodes of One Piece.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's only half over.
I need dollars is what I need.
Gosh, I could say the same thing for Naruto Shippuden, and keep in mind, Naruto Shippuden, that is the second series. There's 380
Yeah.
episodes of Shippuden, and it feels like the whole series could have been wrapped up in 50 episodes.
Well,
Like,
the first one was what, 42, I think?
No, 200.
100 something.
Naruto?
And the last arc was a filler arc.
Oh, okay.
It
That's
ended on
probably
a filler arc.
I watched it. I didn't like it, so that's why I was like, I don't remember.
I remember when Shippuden came back, or when Shippuden first premiered, like, it was like I was still in high school, and I had to go to the library and complete an assignment, and I walked up those stairs hoping to use a computer, and they were all taken by Shippuden Episode 1 watchers. I remember that like it was yesterday. Like my ticket was 2 hours long because people had waiting times to watch the first Shippuden episode.
All right, so let's continue looking and see what else they have. Sailor Moon, like, they're on episode 9. It seems like there should be more episodes than that. Have they been taking breaks?
They release it bi-weekly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a thing.
My friend is a huge fan of that. She
World
probably
Trigger!
watched it for 5 years. Yeah.
What?
Triumphant Echo.
Oh, World Trigger. I do want to watch that.
Yeah, I read the manga. It's almost the Bleach level. Let's say that.
As a
For me.
kiddie, because I know you guys are saying it looks like a kid's show.
Not really, because it focuses more on.
Like, if you're 14, 13, you think anime is rad, especially the cool fights, and you have a DeviantArt where you draw flat anime people, and they have spiky hair and huge swords, you're gonna love World Trigger.
I think the manga was. I don't think it was as good as Bleach, but it kind of reminded me of Bleach. It was just that it does after near the. I guess if I read more than the first volume, of course, like first like 2 volumes, I think there's 3 out. So they kind of go away from the school actually. So, but I do like it though. I want to see what happens with it. So
are you gonna check out the anime, or are you just gonna stick with the manga?
Well, I can't watch Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll, even though it's Japanese animation directly from Japan, doesn't allow people in Japan to actually access it. So
Can't you watch it like on television?
I don't have Japanese TV.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a rite of passage. Everybody.
No,
they're born.
they switched over from analog to digital, so now you have to pay to the national whatever something.
These people.
It's not free like
Capitalism at work.
I needs my yen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people come knocking on my door like, doo, 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 doo. And then I'm like, yes. And they're just like, oh, do you have? I'm from NHK, the national, what's called it, the broadcasting thing. They collect money from you. I'm like, I don't have Japanese TV. I don't even use Japanese TV. I don't even have a freaking antenna. Okay. And they're like, oh, okay. Well, so you can't do it. I'm like, yes, I can't do it. Oh, so you can't do it. I just said that. No, I can't do it. Just go away. And mind you, this is in Japanese, so I'm just like, oh, every week is like this.
You can say, I am an American. I do not speak Japanese.
Well, what you could do, you could terrify them to never come to your door again. Like I knew one person who had a problem with Jehovah's Witnesses. So in order to make sure they never came to his house again, he showed up without pants. He opened the door and with his dong hanging out, and just like, what do you want?
I don't think
this is exactly what this works with boys, not girls, okay? And my brother did this too. He would just fling open the door with nothing practically on or his underwear only on and go, what you want?
It works. They never come back.
What
it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think only guys can do that.
Yeah.
Well, girls can do it
in a scary situation.
Because if a girl opens the door on, that guy's coming back.
You can just come
with some friends.
Picking your nose, belching his face, and just fucking speak in the most
again
possible.
She's in Japan.
I know that would be even worse.
And then, but I always tell them, I always say they always ask me, do you know some Japanese? I'm just like, not really. I tell them in Japanese, and they're like, oh. And then they try to speak English with me, and I'm just like,
I say, I don't know English either.
I think if you open the door with a body pillow, that might do it.
Yeah.
Like one of those really, man.
I don't have Butler body pillow and stroke it while you talk to him.
I don't have Japanese television.
He's like, so you do watch our television.
Damn it.
yeah.
It's a terrible investment.
All right. So I'm glad at least Crunchyroll has a few of the shows. What was one? Did they have the seven deadly sins? That's the one I wanted to watch.
I love that Terraform Mars poster with the cockroach peeking out with the big bug eyes.
I don't see Seven Deadly Sins, and I'm kind of disappointed.
A couple of these shows have already been licensed for America. Like Log Horizon's second season's been licensed. The Fruit of Grisaia has been licensed by Sentai. They didn't waste no time grabbing that shit. As soon as it premiered, they were like, "Oh, no, we got it. We got it. Don't worry about it. We got it." Can't spell hentai without Sentai, man.
Can't spell hentai without Sentai. That is rich, Jahmere. But I definitely will be watching a few of those. So, unless you guys have anything else, that's all the news. Actually, I do have one bit of news that I got just for Cody.
How Raven Simone stayed out of the tabloids? Because I want to hear about this.
Oh, yeah. You saw that
I watched that
one. It's funny. Because I actually saw an article, and I'm actually kind of interested to know how she did stay out of the tabloids. There's a new movie that's coming out, and it's from a studio that you like, and a director that you kind of recently showed your appreciation for.
Oh no.
So it's a little movie by the name of The Tale of Princess Kaguya. And it's from director Isao Takahata.
I don't know my name.
Also directed Grave of the Fireflies. So if you haven't listened to that episode of The Other Side, they don't like Grave of the Fireflies. They even went as far as to compare it, not actually compare it, to say it's worse than Boku no Pico.
Yeah, it is.
So compared to Grave of the Fireflies, this would mean that Summer Wars was let off easy.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
So
Summer Wars was just a really bad movie that had a really stupid premise. Grave of the Fireflies, it's bad enough of a movie, but when you find out what it's actually about, it becomes legit scummy. Like, just a vile thing. Like, once you, like, it's just a bad, like, a really terrible movie, but then you find out what the director was going for, like, you son of a bitch.
Did you see Grave of the Fireflies, JD?
Yeah, I cried my eyes out. I was, like, depressed for, like, 3 days. I was like, oh, that's so sad.
I was depressed, too, at how fucking horrendous. It's a fuck you to the author of the original book. It's imperialist bullshit. It's apologist bullshit. It's horrible. It's terrible.
So, yeah, so that's a thing. And,
I don't even want... Wait, what studio is it?
Studio Ghibli. Ghibli.
Oh, they're the dream team's reunited. I can't wait to find out what this fucking movie's gonna be about. Oh, that's delightful, because they didn't do enough to us. Oh my god.
And apparently the critics are raving.
Of course they are. Critics are dumb.
They're raving.
They think Grave of the Fireflies is an anti-war movie, and the director said flat out, it's not an anti-war movie. There's nothing anti-war in the movie. If anything, it's pro-war, because it sure is pro-Japan in World War II. So if they're dumb enough to think it's an anti-war movie, fuck what the critics say. Critics are dumb. That's why Anime 3000 is going to be doing reviews, because we need some smart critics. God damn it.
Yeah. So some of the things that people are saying is it's the visionary tour de force, and that's from Variety. A masterpiece from Ain't It Cool News.
Oh boy.
Brilliant, stunning from IndieWire. Astonishing, extraordinary, Telegraph.
Those are the kind of descriptions.
So no reputable newspapers at all is what you're saying.
Gorgeous, rapturous. The Wrap.
Rapturous.
One of the year's cinematic high points.
This movie is great, said a random stranger I asked in a Burger King restaurant.
No. This next one is very reputable. BuzzFeed.
Oh, BuzzFeed. Yeah.
So.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
First place I look for movie reviews. I got to go to BuzzFeed.
The top 10 reasons you should watch it.
These are motherfuckers. I love these are motherfuckers that try to elevate themselves being above what they are. Like, these are people that watch anime for a living And it's like when actors try to get social, because I think something dawns on them that I play pretend for a living, and they have an existential crisis, so they need to feel like they matter. So they need to look smart. They need to look like more than just a guy that plays pretend. They need to look like they're more than just a guy that watches anime for a living and tells you it's good or it's not good. So they got to put things like, it's a visionary tour de force.
I just love how none of the people that you referenced are actual anime publications.
Well, because it's Ghibli, so that's the one that, you know, the other people look at. That's not technically anime. Anime's like that schoolgirl stuff, but Ghibli's like really.
There was no like. I'm just saying, like, you referenced some newspapers that seemed like a college student just put them together and was like, "Hey, ain't it cool news? Yeah, it is. Let's talk about this movie."
Ain't It Cool was like started by Harry Knowles. That's all you need to know.
Exactly. So.
My ass throat clear.
All right, so I just wanted to throw that little piece. I saw that coming up. So just for you guys watching, and if you're checking this out, next week as we go into our takeaway section, we are going to be doing something a little different. We're going to have a little recap of New York Comic Con and kind of see what that's about. And then we'll be coming live again the following week. So that episode will probably be released, I want to say, Wednesday, normal time, Tuesday, Wednesday, on the YouTube and on the anime3000.com website. And then we will be back the week after with a live. Right now we're thinking whether or not it's going to be Friday or Saturday, same time, probably 11 or 12. So let us know in the comments if you're watching this what date you would prefer us to be on, because we had a little debate behind the scenes that it would be better on Fridays. So might as well put it out to you guys that are watching this. If you would want to be participating live with us, would it be better Fridays for us? So put that in the comments. Also, post what your birthday, your anime spirit animal, or your spirit anime is in the comments as well. We would love to see what you came up with. No fake birthdays. No looking up your favorite anime and say, "Hey, my birthday is January 13th or whatever that Outlaw Star one was." So do that on there. So I guess we'll go first for our takeaway with JD. I'll pick on JD now. What's your takeaway for this episode?
I have the next manga corner coming out, Sean, and it's called Comical Inventions. So we just cover inventions that are from fiction to real in anime and manga. So check that one out, and we do have one guest blogger on there too. And you can also check out my blog, jadesescape.com, and I actually blog a lot about like manga, like what it really means being in Japan. Like I don't like look at things very simply sometimes. Like Attack on Titan isn't completely about the Titans, that kind of stuff. So yeah, just check out my blog at jadesescape.com. Yeah.
All right, sweet, and we'll go to Jahmere.
Well, my takeaways from this episode, I like this format. This format's great. It's awesome. It's one of my takeaways. Also, two things. One, the first thing I think might be interesting to all of you, there is a poll that came out, or an article that came out that a bunch of Japanese people went around and asked other Japanese people some questions, specifically, hey, what's a manga series that made you cry? And they asked 362 readers of manga, specifically if they have ever cried while reading a series and what series in particular made them cry. Okay, so 81.8% of people say that they never cried while reading manga because they have hearts of steel, but 66 people said that they've cried. Okay, can anyone guess what the number one manga is that made people cry like a little bitch?
One Piece.
Okay, yes.
Or Crayon Shin-chan.
No, it's One Piece. I don't know how Cody got that so fast, but yes, it's One Piece. 18.2% of people said that it made them cry, specifically when the Going Merry sank and when Chopper's arc was over. Yeah. yeah, that part made a lot of people cry. Slam Dunk was the next choice. Bunch of moments in Slam Dunk that made a lot of people cry. It's a sports anime.
I was thinking a sports anime that made people cry.
Yeah, it was a Slam Dunk. I don't doubt that. There's probably, especially it being a basketball manga. Yeah, it's a very emotional sport. And JD and JD. The next and last choice was Doraemon. A woman says that she remembered reading Doraemon as a child and crying when the robot cat returned to the future.
What?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
There's also other ones include Parasite, which I guess is going to make people cry.
That is a really good one.
Gaku and Alice, Tokimeki Tonight, Lemming no Yukue, The Rose of Versailles, Neighborhood Story, Nana, which I don't know how it made you cry when it never finished.
Nana, yeah.
Tenchi.
The anime made me cry.
Tenchi Nanka Janai and Kimi no Tega Sasayate Iru. And the last thing is... Oh, there was one more.
You wanted to jack my swag?
Oh, yes, there was one more. Okay, that was awkward. There's a fan arrangement of there's a fan arrangement that these people called Harmony of Heroes released a soundtrack that chronicles all the years of the Super Smash Bros. Fighting game franchise. It's over 100 tracks. It's free. You can download it from harmonyofheroes.net. I haven't had a chance to listen to the songs, so this is just kind of a throwing it to the wind type thing, but I hope it's good. I like fan collaborations. I like arrangements, specifically of songs. Cody, I don't know if you have the King of Fighter soundtracks, but you and I know that some of those arrangements are some eargasm type shit, specifically the Stormy saxophone remixes. He knows. No, that's a King of Fighter head nod, because he knows. The Stormy. If anybody has not heard the Stormy saxophone King of Fighters, all of them, they got to go listen to that shit.
The arrangement of Tears from '99.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Cody. Yeah. So that's it.
Yes. Well, first of all, I'd like to announce that Cloud Scratcher is now officially on the Comic Chameleon app. What is Comic Chameleon? It's a little app you can get on your iPhone that you can read webcomics on your iPhone. It has a nifty little setup. I'm miming an iPhone instead of holding my own. It's a nifty little setup where you can actually read a webcomic panel to panel on your iPhone. Yes, thank you, fellas. You did what I don't because I'm a fool. So now Cloud Scratcher is officially on there, and I highly encourage everyone to go check it out. If you haven't checked it out already on the website, now you can check it out on there. You can read it on the go. You're bored on the bus. You bring up some Cloud Scratcher, you get some good story, and you get invested in the characters, and then you reach your destination, and you're like, I gotta find out what happens next.
How much does the app cost?
It's free.
And how much does it cost when I get the free app to get your comic?
Free. It's all free.
So right now I have my phone out. And I'm going to the App Store.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of the app I need to download?
Comic Chameleon.
And is that comic with an X because it's cool?
No, regular old Comic Chameleon.
Comma. Yeah, I did it.
That's stuck in my head every time because I have to personally set the thing up.
I think they did that on purpose.
Yep, that is it.
It's there now if I get it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'm going to download it right now.
Yeah, so you can get it and you can read it on the go, and I get paid.
What is that?
Everybody wins.
We're freelancers.
And I actually have to personally set the camera zooms because it zooms to each panel of each page, so I have to personally set that. So I had a little fun with that too. On some bits, I could do some sweeping camera stuff here and there for a couple pages. And so yeah, now you have no excuse not to check it out. Other than that, of course, we have Cody Baier's Album of the Week for all you music fans to dip in and hear some new stuff and expand your mind. And this week, it's very rare that I can point to an artist that's still alive and say, this guy invented a genre of music. This genre of music, an entire genre of music, did not exist before this one man came along. And he made it. But here I can. And it's a little man, an artist by the name of Perov Stellar, And the album in question that we're going to talk about is Coco, which is one of his best. And the reason I'm picking Coco, not just because it's one of his best, but it's the first album where he started doing the 2-disc thing he does now. Why is he doing a 2-disc thing? Because he invented a little genre of music called electro swing, which is basically taking the music of the 1930s, mixing it with electronica into this beautiful marriage where it's like sometimes swing and jazz or like kind of lounge soulful music all mixed with that electric sound with all kinds of various different singers, fantastic singers, and it captures that feel of that era with a modern touch. And the reason that he's doing 2 discs now, because he's got 1 disc that's got the music, basically 1 disc you sit down and listen to, 1 you stand up and listen to, 1 that's kind of chilling out music or just music to sit down and listen to, and the other's like dance music. That's the swing stuff that everybody knows him for. So you get, with Coco, you can listen to the 1 CD, and you can chill out, and you get to listen to the other CD, and you can jam, and it's fantastic, amazing music. The music video for the title track, Coco, is actually some pretty heavy stuff. I'd recommend that. It's just for a good watch, and it's a good way to get introduced to his sound. It's unlike anything you'll have ever heard before if you've never heard of the guy. You might have heard him here and there, like on a commercial or something, but this is music unlike you've ever heard before. It's 1930s. It's the modern era. Electronic music in a perfect fusion. I can hear myself, but I don't care. I'll soldier on. It's a perfect fusion of 2 genres you'd think would never go together, and it really does make sense. Okay, now it's actually starting to Jahmere, turn your phone sound.
That's never me.
It's coming from you.
Hasn't been me since we started. Is it me?
Yes, I can see the green light. Mute yourself.
Okay.
Anyway, to wrap this up, it's the fusion of 2 different genres of music that you'd feel like they never belonged together to make some beautiful, unique music unlike anything you've heard before. Parov Stellar, P-A-R-O-V, S-T-E-L-A-R. The album's called Coco, C-O-C-O. Check it out. You'll thank me later.
And I'm actually I went to your.
Here to see on YouTube.
I went to the turn your volume down, Jahmere. Check.
Batting shortstop.
Derek Jeter. Yeah, I downloaded the app, and I get all of the Cloud Scratcher goodness on my phone now. And it started off with the latest episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to figure out how to get out of it because I didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah, I personally don't know how they have it set up. I just put my pages up.
But I gotta tell you, the latest art is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can definitely see how it's improved since the first. Not to say that the first was crappy or anything, but like. No, honestly, like
I believe you too. I can't talk to you.
You know what I mean? But it's like, because all I've seen is from when I was doing that website thing for you, and looking at this new one now, it's like, good on you, man.
When you think the art's improved, just wait till you see the storytelling.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it. Now I have, like you said, now you have no excuse to check it out on your phone.
I look forward to your review.
I definitely will check it out. So the end of this is mute your thing for right now, Jahmere, since you're just looking. Can you hear me if you mute it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, you can hear me if you mute your me thing.
Yeah.
All right, so mute it until you're ready to talk, because I can't concentrate, because I'm getting a mad echo. All right. So much better now. I still can't concentrate now. For this week's episode, we want to thank you all for checking us out. I already kind of explained to you what the next couple episodes are going to be looking like. So if you're going to be out in the New York area, make sure you follow us on Twitter at Anime3000. I'll be live tweeting from it, posting some pictures, and you guys can check out and see what's going on there and say, hey, what's going on? And that's pretty much it. So thank you to Cody from, I should probably had it on myself while I was talking. Let's give you guys a couple seconds. All right, now moving on. Thank you, Cody. You can check him out on the other side every Friday on anime3000.com along with Andrew Erickson, Max Vader. The last episode they put out had Jahmere Durham in it, and they're talking about the new fall season, 2014 season. Any preview of what they can expect from next week?
A lot of laughs and a lot of heart.
So we're not going to get an episode this week.
Oh no, next coming episode? Oh, I'm an idiot. For a minute I thought you said, can you promote the episode we've been talking about? No. The next one we are actually going to highlight. We've been doing, like, occasionally we do episodes that highlight, like, particularly, like, train wrecky individuals. Almost like it's like we bring Encyclopedia Dramatica, but without the terrible attempts at humor. Like all the delightful human rubbernecking. And one story in particular, we are devoting a whole episode to one guy because he is a guy that has been massively influential in internet fandom as you know it. And then it turned out he's a pedophile, a creeper, internet predator. Let me just say this. You can blame this guy for everything you can't stand about the Sonic fandom. This guy helped shape the internet nerddom as we know it. And then it turned out he's a human trash. It is a amazing... It's going to be like True Hollywood Stories next episode. It's going to be something. It's going to be a good one. So stay tuned for that, because that shit's gonna be one you want to walk out for. That's gonna be a good one.
Nice. And then we have JD, who you can catch on the Manga Corner, which will be coming out very shortly. She already kind of went over what it is, but you could also check out her blogs, and you shoot me links to those, and we'll put those up in the show notes for this episode. And then Jahmere, you can always make sure you catch Jahmere. We're actually going to be moving the two guys in a mic podcast to a new day and time. They're moving up in the world to the prime time slot. So once that's all finalized, you can go ahead and check that out. And I believe it's going to be Wednesday, but right now that's not 100%. It's about 99.9%. And you can check them out on that time. And he also has some big things coming up as well. He definitely going out there protecting your behinds, because somebody has to do it, right? All right. You can unmute it now. I mean, you can kind of say something. Like you're in exile.
Oh my God, Jesus. Yeah. I actually highlighted, and this is why I did it. I actually highlighted what's going to go on with the podcast in the Tokyo Ghoul review, which will be dropping, I guess, on Monday. If not Wednesday. But the first thing that Mike and I talk about is the future of the podcast. So you guys don't have to wait for it in the list throughout the whole thing to get to it. It's the first thing we talk about. But it's a good plan. I think everybody will be happy with it. It's not anything too dramatic, so don't get scared or anything. But I just wanted to give you guys some content for when I'll be gone. I wasn't gonna leave you guys hanging. I'm going to be gone for 8 weeks of mandatory training, and then if my commander says I can have leave, I'll come back for 2 weeks, and then I'll go to A school, which is 5 weeks. If he doesn't give me my leave, then I'm gone for 13 straight weeks.
So a couple months.
Yeah.
I was thinking, it was like a buddy of mine went into, training. He went to the boot camp National Guard, and like now he's doing important shit I can't even talk about. Yeah. But he was gone for 6 months, so I'm thinking, I thought that's what your situation was. Oh my God.
The A schools are different. Like, some people have A schools that last for literally like 4 or 5 months. Like the SEALs, they won't see their families for damn near a year because their training is that long.
Well, that's the SEALs.
Yeah, and other like the explosive ordnance disposal, those guys have long training. Even logistics, the administrative people, they have their A school's like 7 weeks just for filing paperwork. So they take their time with that crap. It's not mine's 5, so I guess I'm blessed. But and then like if they told me that they're gonna put me on a carrier, so I may wind up living where JD's living. So that should be fun.
All right. So from all of us here at the that's TOS. What's my thing again?
Everybody's checking my swag.
Yeah. So I guess with that being said, there you go. With that being said, we'll see you next week.
Bye. No, thank you for being you.
That's at the end. Oh, I guess.